In today's free MaddenSchool.com tips, I want to go over a few running plays out of the St. Louis Rams playbook, and we're going to work it into kind of a running scheme here. So the formation is gun, tray, open, offset, and the first play I want to cover is called wide trap. We're just going to call it against random defenses here. Now, this is all about a numbers game. If there's too many guys over here on the right side of the field, we'll just audible to a halfback counter, which I'll go over later. If there's too many guys on the left side of the field, we're just going to audible to this. And if there's too many guys out wide, we'll audible to inside zone. But first, I'll just call it as is and run it no matter what. What's going to happen here is our left guard is going to kick out there and block that left end on the right side of the field. Our tight end should block that inside linebacker, and as long as our blocks hold up, we'll have a really big running lane. You can see how big that running lane is, and it's a really easy way of getting 10 yards, and you can always break it for longer. Now, obviously, this isn't going to work 100% of the time against any defense. If they're blitzing a lot of guys or have a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, it might not work the same way, so keep that in mind. Now, here's where we would audible to a halfback counter, because you can see there's a lot of guys over here on the left side, or the right side of the screen. The left side's wide open. So here we would audible to a halfback counter, but I'm just going to run it one more time so you can see how the play's supposed to look. You can see it still works. You're going to get your 8-10 yards, but the halfback counter probably would have been the better call there. I'll run it one more time here because this is an ideal time to run it. And you can just see that those blocks are unbelievable, and you always have the chance to break it big. So now I'm just going to go ahead and call a new play. This time we're going to do the halfback counter, but remember, you have to mix it up. You can add it to your audibles. And so we're just going to call it random play here. Now here, obviously, you wouldn't want to run the halfback counter because there's just way too many guys over here on the left side of the field. So we'll just audible to the inside zone. And those are the three main plays, the wide trap, inside zone, and halfback counter. And if you call them correctly, you should be able to run these three plays for a long time before your opponent stops you. You can see here, nothing special, but 3-4 yards isn't a bad deal, especially if you're getting 10 yards with the wide trap or the halfback counter. So you can see here, we have all kinds of room. 9 yards real quickly there. This time we probably could do either the wide trap or the halfback counter, because you can see how they're kind of tightly 7 guys right up there towards the middle of the field. The only thing you wouldn't want to do here is the inside zone, because it looks like they'll have that pretty well covered. So you can really see how if you run these 3 plays, and you have a little bit of experience, and you know when to call each one, that's not even to mention some passing plays out of this formation. Maybe I'll do a video tomorrow about some passing plays out of the same formation. It's incredibly tough to stop.